Hello. Let's get music going quickly. Can't stay with sit in our site in our with our thoughts. Hit that Vec. What's up, man? Yeah. All right. So, I'm working on Inquisitor class icon thing today. I'm just kind of getting situated here. Hang on. I did the Enchanter one the other day, over the weekend. Can show that off real quick. Oh no! Look at that. Oh, I'm in the wrong frame bracket here. It's the little eyeball is like flipping through the pages and stuff. It's pretty cool. I need to do more work on like the glowy bit behind the eyeball. I want to do like something more custom. Right now it's just I have these two kind of shapes that are just kind of moving and making colors and stuff. But something that's more intentional will be what I want to do long term. But for kind of the first draft, it gets the idea across that there's something there. You gonna put anything on the pages? Yeah, pages will have stuff. And I'm gonna have to do a more robust version of this because what's happening right now is it's just one page that's flipping back and forth basically. It just snaps back. It's the same page, but happens in like one frame, so you don't really notice. So if I want to do a couple pages that kind of he goes through, I'm gonna have to find a way, I guess, to make it cycle though. So maybe the first and last page will be the same page. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out when I get to it. But anyway, that's what I've got so far for that. So, and I went through some of the other ones as well. I was kind of just I went through all of them and did a little bit of an audit on things because when I upgraded to a newer version of Blender, some stuff got wonked out. I also kind of moved some files around, like just kind of organized stuff. So I lost kind of some of the files lost their connection to stuff, so I had to like go through. But I was kind of looking at stuff too, and maybe seeing what I could like upgrade. So I added some like gold lights to the paladin. And then the ranger one I just kind of framed a little bit better. Maybe I made a little bit larger. Bard one I framed a little bit better. Just kind of move them closer. The camera. So just a couple little bits there. Necro, I want to do something different with the Necro. Oh, well, it's not supposed to do that. That's weird. Well, that's a problem for another day. But I was thinking if I had the Necromancer book open. Oh, there, it's doing it now. That's weird. It's not closing properly. Oh well. The arrow can shoot on the ranger. I don't want anything to go off camera though. In theory, yes, I could just have it. It could fire off camera and then come back, but I don't know that I want to do that. This is kind of close to the edge, actually. I don't know. I'll come back to this. I need to. It's actually closer to the edge than I probably would like. You terrible zombie.
I'm doing my part.
Wait, if all the weapons dropped on the ground, like the ranger, Well, yeah. What if I just scrapped all of this and then I just put like a corpse in as the ranger symbol? Just grab the zombie model and just put it in there, and then it's just like lifeless. That's a good tombstone. Yeah. Yeah, the tombstone say "Here lies legless Legolas," or something like that. Legolas with a bunch of extra S's in it or something. I like that idea. Maybe we'll do that. Tombstone with the weapons leaned against it. Bow falls over. There you go. Here lies Doofus McGee. He thought he could play a ranger. He was wrong. Anyway, so yeah, doing Inquisitor one. Gonna try and do a little bit of work on this. This one, we'll see how it goes. This is why I'll never be allowed near design. So the idea with this one is that there's a sword. Hang on, let me get placement of things here. This can be close. Oh. I think the sword here needs to be farther back, I guess. Larger. But the idea is that there's like a sword back here, and then the book opens, and then like a shield comes out, and like it's like a sort of a magical shield. Hey Encrypt, what's up, man? You need some kind of animal on the shield, like a stag or a bear. For the Inquisitor? Oh, for Ranger? The Rangers he doesn't have a shield. There's no shield on his one. Yeah, they don't have a shield. think it's only Paladin, and I guess Inquisitor would have a shield. Fighter has a shield. Paladin, Inquisitor, and Fighter have shields. Yeah. And you know what? Like with the class changes, I was thinking about this the other day too. Like with the class changes, I'm wondering if we're gonna have to kind of alter some of these because Spellblade and Wizard, they don't have any elemental magic anymore. And then the Beastmaster doesn't have like shamanistic things anymore, sounds like. So I don't know that some of the elements in their bits, in their symbols, make sense anymore. So that's something I need to bring up with folks and be like, hey, by the way, and I don't know, maybe not the Ranger one gets modified a little bit too. I don't know. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay. Where are the keyframes on this? Hey, Viro. What we working on? I'm doing the Inquisitor class symbol right now. Lamp. I can still use this as it is. Oh, this is a shitty looking sword, actually. Who made this? Who made this hunk of junk? Can't I select it? Why can't I select anything right now? Oh, we're in pose mode, that's why. I knew that. It was the test. You guys all failed. Oops. All right. Let's put it back here somewhere. Let's have a mirror on it. Dang, what's the select loop? Select loops. Edge loops. Wait. Where was that? Select. This doesn't have a thing anymore. do assign shortcut. Bam. Control R. Nope, that doesn't do it. Why not? What's Control R? Nav key maps. Keybind. Control R. Mesh. Multi-select. Why is it Control R? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. That's why. Wait. Wait. Can I make this? Sorry, I'm screwing with my shortcuts here. There we go. Okay, so what's Shift Q do? We do Shift Q. So if I do this, bam. Okay, that's what I want. Yeah, so I can select the whole thing like this, just go bam, and then check or select to cut it in half and then extend that selection all the way across. So now I can kind of reduce stuff manually a little bit easier. That's an operation I do frequently. Well, not frequently. I want to be able to do it easily though. Kind of talking to myself, sorry. I want to reduce this though. Just trying to think. Let's just do this. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's looking better. Okay. Like so. Got ourselves a nice little sword. Sort of. Mirror this. Sword blade. Is this facing the wrong way? No. Does it look weird? Okay. Well. Got a blade. Let's make it a little bit thinner. A little bit thinner there. And then this guy. Just gonna delete all this stuff here. Oh my god. You're killing me, Smalls. Set. Right. Get rid of that. Might grab one of the other swords real quick. It has better penis shape. Why is this all backwards as well? It's weird. Oh, that happened. Or I could just make it again, I guess. Okay. I need this book to open all the way. So this keyframe. Uh-oh. Oh, brother. Do I have... I don't have one that opens all the way and closes all the way, I don't think. Huh. Well, I have the cleric one. Cleric and wizard. Just grab one of those and rig it. Yes. Let's see if I can do this one. Oh, wow. Look at that. $16 degrees. -16. I'll leave those. Leave that where it is. Actually. Okay. Let's try that, I guess. Spray paint. Oh, which one is this? Page R. Hey Chaz, what's up, dude? So nothing on this one. Yikers. Let's do reset the pose, and then we'll do this bone. That. How does that work? How does that work? Well, it's too much strength on the bottom bone there. So we do this. There we go. And these have a little bit of oomph with them. Okay. That's good for starters. So let's put the book there. Oops. go there. There we go. Okay. Okay. Here's the earth. So there's our premise there. There's our setup. And the plan is book opens, shield comes out, book closes, shield goes away. Let's look at lighting for a second here. What's this light doing? Fucking nothing. Let's change this to an area. Looking sharp. Hey, thank you. Are these in a light group too? Why is the handle is not getting any light? Shading, light link, nothing. Interesting. These lights suck. Let's start. Let me start over. I don't like any of these. Probably what we're gonna have to do is light the sword and the book separately. Let's just do that. this needs to be all in one piece too. Just gonna make my life easier if I do that. So what I'm going to do is you can have specific lights only affect a particular object if you want. So what I'm going to do is have separate lights for the sword and the book, so I can control the lighting more specifically, I guess. So I want the sword to look a certain way, and then the book to be a certain way. And I mean, maybe I can even use some of the we'll see. Just keep that white for now. There you go. Yeah, so actually that. Yeah. I wonder if I can. Ooh. Just the tip. Let's turn this down. I just didn't want the tip of the blade in darkness. There you go. Okay. Cool. This is looking good. This light is only affecting the book. I can kind of keep it there. Let's animate this bad boy. -90. We'll fix the center there. Back to 0. Waka waka waka. Start at 24. Oh, hang on. This one. Wait. I'm dumb. Okay. It's gonna open pretty quick. Wow. And then rotate. Oh, fuck. Delete keyframe. So 24, I want this over here. Just gonna kind of open. It's gonna flip over and open kind of at the same time there. It's gonna be a little janky right now, but trust me. Trust the process. Okay. And then I wanted to do all this in reverse as well. At some point. And I just need to figure out how long I want it to, how much time I want to have the book open to do its thing, but that depends on how long it takes for this shield to do its whirly gigs and stuff. So let me save that, and I'm gonna grab a shield. This one. This is the one I want. All these lights are not even in this folder. Okay. Give this the same metal as the shields for now. Why are all these normals backwards? It's weird. Guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. And I'm gonna give this its custom thing. This is gonna be kind of purple. Purple and transparent. probably make sure that no lights are affecting it. If I just make one light, no, I have to do it this way. Yeah, this is gonna work. Okay, cool. So then this gets its own set of lights. Excellent. So, ooh, make it all magical looking. Nice. This is blocking light though. That's a problem. Settings, cast shadow. There we go. I don't think I need that to be doing that. And this one for that matter. Okay. Hey Florine, what's up? And if I crank this sucker, ooh! Oops. And then we go back to the material on this guy. How are things? Hope all is well. Things are okay. Just working on stuff right now. Okay. So here's the plan with this. I want to, first of all, let's zero this out. And we'll move this over. Let's get lighting good on. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do some things here. Book. Sword. I need to organize this a little bit for my own sake here. Select hierarchy, move into this folder. Sword. Okay. Shield. Let's make an empty shield control. This gets parented to shield control. now, if I move this around, the light moves with it. Which is great. The question is, do I want another one? Bottom as well. Maybe we'll do a small one. Or go to constraints, track to, track it to this guy. Can I tell it not to rotate? Or not rotate on a particular track axis? Okay. Y-axis. Oh, that's not doing it. Y, negative Y-axis. Okay. Z-axis. X-axis. It's not doing it. It's not rotating the way I want it to. Gotta do this. Oh, fuck. Apply this. Now it's kind of where I want it to be. Just adjust manually. Bam. Why does this look different now? Trying to get like a fringe, which I could probably do with, could probably do this in shading with a shader, but I'm freaking stupid. I'm doing it with lights apparently because I'm an idiot, but whatever, man. But you know what they say? If it works, it isn't stupid. So here we are. Got my little shield with the lights attached to it. Let me turn off selection on that just in case, because I really don't want those to move around. Okay, cool. So if we turn back our other stuff on, these lights should all be... Oh, I need to make sure that... Hang on. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I just deselect them all. Okay, they are all in light groups. I do not have any doodads. It's getting like bounce light though. That's probably fine though, because I'm gonna add a... There's gonna be some bounce light. That's fine. Okay. All right, so let's find our keyframes here. It's 24. Book opens. We'll go about here. Could you inset the model and make the border material an emissive? I could. I think at some point I'm gonna do more work on the shield. Like, it's pretty basic. It's not catching a ton of light, and I'm probably gonna want it to catch more. More creases and stuff, catching more light. So even if I did this right now, maybe this will do something different. Doesn't look like it actually did do anything different. That doesn't actually do anything right now. But yeah, that is something that I'm gonna... It's sort of like a holographic shield. It's a magical shield. I want it to be transparent. So that's why I'm kind of doing it this way at the moment. Definitely more work to be done on this. This is like rough draft territory. So even when I get this going, you know, we'll make some adjustments. I have no idea how shaders work in Blender. That would probably be your best bet, but you know better than I. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I could have done this with a shader probably, but I was an idiot and I just did it with a bunch of lights. But then we were collectively consoling ourselves, at least I hope people were, that if it works, it ain't stupid. So but yeah, you're right. I could have achieved this with a shader, and I didn't because I'm a dummy. But you know what? We're making progress. That's all that matters. Okay, book is here. Just gonna make this really small. Womp. here. Book opens, and then it gets big again. Like this. So let's move this over here. Oops. Copy, paste. Wait. Hey, Mulgar. I was always curious how you did all the animation for the goth. Yeah, I did them all in Blender like this. This is how I make them. And then I render it. Oops, sorry, I just punched the mic. I render them out, and then it becomes like a. You know, I render out each frame, and then that plays like a GIF basically in game. So, wow, look at that. Okay, so shield comes out. Whoa, that looks cool. I'll have it end here. Yeah. And then it stays there. And then the book closes, so we're going to copy this, paste that frame. Paste these frames. Why is this? Hang on. Okay. Where's this? Wait a minute. This is not right. Why is this closing? Oh, these frames are a little off. I'll just move closer. There we go. Problem solved. moving. It's going up and down. I don't think it's really. I guess it does need to. Okay. Oops. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Cool. Let's save. Let me do this. We'll save this. And then we'll do a little test render. We'll render it out. Sweet, render. So what this does is, when I render it out, it renders it out each frame like this. That opens. Like this. So, and I can scroll through it, and it generates a mask for everything as well, which is important. But if we go back to this guy, so there's a bunch of frames. Okay, cycle through. So we're getting all that, but problem is it has a black background. We don't want that for the final version. Which why it kicks out the masks as well. And I have a little script here that it runs through each frame and pairs it with the appropriate mask, and then it kind of deletes the negative space. So let me do that real quick. And let me pull this open again. Do we have any? I think we're good. Okay, so now we have the thing again with the negative space in it. Why is this getting cropped so badly though? That's my question. Oh, and you know what? I might have to do the shield because it's transparent. I might have to render it separately. Because you can see that we're still kind of seeing some, looks like some of the black background still on this, which we don't want, like through the shield. So that is an extra step I need to do. But for what we set up so far, it's doing what we wanted. And I just want to make it look cooler as the book comes out, pretty much. I'm gonna have it do some spins and shit. $360. My God, look at that. It's gonna spin so fast though. So what I want to have happen here now is pull all the stuff down the timeline. So it takes longer to do, and therefore it's happens slower because I wanted to. Oh shit. 42. So we want stuff. I want the book to be open for a while. Okay. So I'll move all of these to 42. Ooh. That's kind of sexy, actually. Although I want the book should be open sooner. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. Maybe we don't want the shield to spin that many times. Maybe we do 180 instead. What do you guys think? I think maybe 360 was cool. Or I just need to reduce the time it takes to do those. Hey, Snomi-san. I kind of like the 360. Let's stick with that. Stay on for longer too. So I can do a little bit of a hover. We'll do that was a quick one though. Hey, the Ninja Ninjaneer. What's up? Welcome in. Yeah, that works pretty well. I think the book should open quicker. We can go back to having it open quicker. I was thinking of trying Inquisitor. Do I get a book as an offhand? Not really. You'd probably want a shield. Either a shield or wielding a two-handed sword for an Inquisitor. You do get a book though, but it's on your. It'd be a waist. You put on your belt essentially. Okay. This is feeling pretty good. The next thing I would want to do here is I want to add some purple lights. I want to make everything kind of purple when it comes out. So we'll do. Let's try adding. A new light. Area light. Just blasts everything. The purple. I would like to be able to Bible thump monsters as an Inquisitor. Okay. Okay. Actually don't want. $100 exposure. One big area light may not be the way to go. It's kind of flattening everything. So, do a point light. And we strategically place it. Throw the book at them, so to speak. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, we have the technology to brother. This is an interesting. This is weird that these are operating differently. This isn't really working in the manner I hoped it would as well. I don't know if I want to blow out everything. Anyway, just want it to be more purple, you know? Well, that's not really doing what I wanted to do. So I'll have to think something else. Let me try something. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't. Yeah, that's weird. Another thing I could try, I could have the strength of these lights get more and less as time progresses here. So if we go to 24 is when stuff kind of starts happening. So set it for all of them. It does not. Tragic. Okay, well, that doesn't fucking work. Terrific. Just gotta do it manually like an asshole. Or wait, does this work? It doesn't put a keyframe on the thing though. Holy shit, this is gonna be a nightmare. Okay. 24. I need to write this down. 24 lights on. And then if we go to 0, set everything to 0. Now would be a good time if I had done this through shaders. Just have one control for all of this. Okay. Get rid of the book for a second here. I don't think that's not even doing anything. Okay, well that's not gonna work. I can clear everything in one click. Oh my god. Why doesn't it do multiple? Doesn't set multiple things anymore when I do it. There must be a different key command for that kind of thing. Some of my hotkeys and things got all jumbled up. Okay. Well, one of them's not doing what we want here. What's this guy doing? What happened to you, buddy? Oh, it's got changed to a spotlight. That's why. Okay. All right. Let's put the book back on. We'll sort something out. We'll figure it out. But overall, it's doing cool stuff. So let's do another render out another version of this. Render that. Another cool thing that we could do with this, when the book opens, when I go back and I make like a more elaborate version, if I can have some of the pages kind of flare open a little bit before it settles, that would be cool. And getting some emission on the book itself. That's ultimately, that's kind of what I was trying to do with the light. Because I want some sense of build up for it. Like I want the spell book to emit a little bit, and then ultimately shoot out the shield, and have some of that emission kind of bounce onto the sword. That would be good. So one of the things that like I need to figure out how best to achieve, because that's something that I need to do for the cleric as well. It's having like a buildup of emission. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, look at that. Oh my god, it's so sexy. It's playing very quickly, mind you, because that's just how it, when I cycle through all the images like that, it just goes really quickly, but just imagine this playing at like half of this speed or something. I'll just go frame by frame here. There it goes. Maybe I want to even delay the shield like popping out a little bit more. I like this. This is cool, but although this would be solved if I actually have the book closed all the way it should. But maybe I could just have it start opening sooner. Maybe that's the solution here. Like it's closed like this, and then the book is already open by here because it does the full rotation before it even starts opening the pages. So that's probably what I want to do. Hey, Checks. Welcome in. How you doing, man? Okay, so if we want to achieve that, just need to move these guys. Is that gonna look weird? I feel like it happens too quickly now, though. I can pull this, or Vaz, thank you for the follow. Vaz22, welcome to the channel. That's not bad. I think it's all happening very quickly, though. So can't. Let's see. $65 is the last in there. Okay. So go to 80. I move over 15 frames on everything. Can I do that just mathematically, I wonder? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let me just grab all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hey, Choclar. What's up, man? McTrain89. Welcome in. Oh, I forgot to do my alert thing in Discord, by the way. What are you making here? This is the class symbol for the Inquisitor class. So when you open your inventory, it's the little animated symbol thing that shows, kind of identifies who you are, like what class you are. Okay. So global. Huh. Isn't it? Can I move that? No, it doesn't want to do that. Okay. Can I move these? Darn. Okay. Well, that's a problem to be solved. Not right now, I suppose. There's a huge fucking gap in the book when it's closed. I think I just need to model. I need to model it better, or something like that. Okay. Yeah, so the next thing would be just I moved everything over so that I have a little bit more ramp up time right here. And I want to see if I can get some some build up somehow. I'm trying to think the best way to do that. Let me see. Does this have any? What is all this stuff? This is pages. Go to materials. A mission. Okay, that's not really great. But maybe if I have a texture, this will work better. We're gonna try faking it with lights again real quick. It didn't really work though last time, so. Exposure. That looks really bad when it's bouncing off the shield though. Oops. Oh, I fucked up. 15, I guess. I don't know if I like this. Let's render this out and see, I guess. I don't know if I like this though. This might be too purple or pink or whatever. It kind of does. It kind of does the job, though. It's kind of what I was thinking. But maybe needs to at frame 54 or actually sooner than that. 40. We'll go to 45 and then we'll kill them off or something. Let's try that. 45. Oh. Need like a third light in here that just stays there, I think. Because when these ones go away, it feels too dark. So I need to duplicate this one. Let's make the kill these guys. Radius down. What's the power? 110. 100. Power. Turn the power down for exposure. Hey, Shocklar, thanks for the sub, dude. Prime. Okay, so this one has a little bit of light there still. I'm just gonna have this one. This is just gonna linger from about here. To right here. We'll push that out. Yeah. Okay. Actually, what did I do here that I didn't do on the other ones? Well, let's try this one. Let's see how this does. Save that. Let's render stuff. Rendering. Oops. Okay. I think having the light there is creating a shadow I don't want. What frame is that? 45. I could fix that by turning off shadows though. But I don't think I'm questioning if I even need this light now. It feels so empty. Oh, it's because I think I had the, oh, I think I do need this. It's fine. We're good. Because these ones, I could blow these out more now, technically. I just need to make these shorter. Oh. Maybe I don't want to blow them out too much though, because they'll be too distracting. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna have to find a better way to do this anyway, I think. So I'm not, like I said, I'm just hacking it. Maybe I even take the sword out of one of these too. Or both. This. This one's gonna have the sword in it. There we go. When I'm working on this stuff, it's just kind of like tinkering with things. I'm just kind of poking stuff until it does what I want. So, I do be like that sometime. I might have to make this stuff more purple too. It's like really pink. Like, take these. More of a deep purple. And then we grab the shield. It's a little bit too much. Oh, I could do an alpha on this thing too. Double alpha. All right. Cool. Let's do that. Let's kind of forge ahead here a little bit. Let's do another render of that. Maybe we'll pop some of these in game and stuff and see. Ooh. Oh, that purple, that royal purple looks a little bit nicer. It's like Jello. All right. So let's lock in on that for now. Oops. Save that again. So the next part of this that we do, get a little texture packer. I take all these individual frames that I have and I pack it into a sheet like this, or 2 sheets depending on how many frames. And then we export this. Let me do the redo the enchanter one as well, because change some stuff on that. Where are you, Inquisitor? Okay. All right. Cool. So this one is actually doing. We're using 15 to 80 on this. Disable that. Enchanter. This is doing 22. Are we only doing 22? To 50. Okay. Render. Enchanter. This guy. Oops. Sir. Oh, that's my screen. Never mind. Cool. Oh, I need to pack that one too. Okay. Let's close this for now. Okay. I need to load up Unity and everything, so hang on one sec. I need to hide my screen for a sec. Be right back. All right. Good luck. What do you mean? You guys couldn't see anything. I need to switch off a source tree though. One of the other streams when I was working on the Deep Gnome, right after I ended stream and I was ready to push everything, I fat fingered some random ass command in source tree and it fucking deleted everything. And I'm just like, why would you have that function? You piece of shit. So I had to, that night I stayed up late and I had to kind of redo everything I did on stream. That sucked. I mean, I didn't have to redo all the assets at least. Just I had to set up all the stuff in Unity again, basically. So still a pain in the ass. While this is loading up, let me download this thing I got. All right, so the things that we've got here, I have the enchanter. So the last two symbols that I had to do were enchanter and inquisitor. So I have them here now. So that's cool. I also I tweaked the fighter one a little bit. I just kind of reframed the doodad. It should be a little bit bigger now, and I think maybe I fucked with the curve on the helmet thing a bit. I thought about adding like a light, like a red light, to when he kind of headbutts you. I don't know if that would look good or it would be distracting. I didn't put it. I had one there and then I got rid of it because I was like, I don't want it to be too distracting. Although this one might be distracting. I guess we'll find out. And then the paladin, I rendered out the paladin one with like some lights, some yellow light on there to make him feel like more holy. I don't know if I want to put this one in or not yet. So what's the scoop on that frog model during the break? Oh, the froglock model. Let me see if I can find that. Do I have Marmoset still? Well, the froglock was a thing that it's one of my models I made. I made this years ago. I'm sure I could do better now, but it's one of my portfolio pieces. Like I won't go ahead and point out all the things wrong with it, but it's pretty cool. Cool to go back on it and stuff. I don't, because Marmoset is being a butthead and won't open. I can't show you the actual Marmoset file, but made a pink one. He's got his sword. That's actually an older sword. This is a better one, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So it was one of my pieces. I did that. I did the troll too. This one has a viewer, I think. Oh. Something's not right with the metalness and roughness on him. But I did a troll as well. That's what it's supposed to look like. Got the butt scratch. This is the actual, I'm pretty sure this is the actual butt scratch animation, I think. I probably, I don't remember if I actually got my hands on the animation or I just replicated it. But you can tell he's going in there. Actually, I don't want to. Anyway. So that was cool. I want to do another piece. I don't really have a ton of time to work on my own stuff right now. Holy shit. Oh my god. But I'd love to do another, either do another one or finish one of the ones I have in progress, because I've got like a ton of, got like this Ixar that I've just been, I have a ton of save files for and stuff. And I have an orc. Somewhere. Yeah, I made a Death Fist orc. This guy is pretty cool. Oops. But this one's not finished, obviously. Neither is that Ixar, of course. And I think I did, I don't know if I have any screenshots of it. Oh, wait. I started making like a human. I never finished this though. Like, obviously. It's kind of a cool little style. I don't know. I like how this version it turned out pretty interesting. It just needs to be more refined. I don't know. It'd be fun to do a whole bunch of EQ junk like that. But anyway, let's find fighter stuff here. Class icon fighter. Okay. Oh, that's not right. Fighter symbol. Oh, okay. me do this. Oh fuck. I did that wrong. Okay. Open sprite editor. Remove. Okay. And these are done very specifically here. By size. 220 by 344. Slice. Apply. By 344. Wow, slice. Apply. Okay. And then drop these in like so. Open the editor. Slice. Apply. Let's do Inquisitor as well here. Slice. Apply. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now I want to look up this guy. Find this controller. Open this bad boy. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I messed up. This window animation. Okay, here we go. Fighter. Like that. Okay. Just tell me which one I'm looking at here. Yeah. Let's do this again. Can't tell if everything's deleted. It should. Oh crap. What the heck? Oh. Okay. All right, let's just assume that's good. Enchanter. Delete all. Enchanter. Excellent. Inquisitor. Delete all. Annoying llama. Thanks for the raid, dude. How you doing? Welcome in. You're catching us at a really opportune time here. I'm putting in some new class symbols. I've got the Inquisitor and the Enchanter doodads right here. So let's take a look. Jake Reaper, welcome in. If I did it right, this should show up now. So I need to make. I think I already have an Inquisitor or an Enchanter. Sorry. Yeah, Enchanter. Let's take a look. I still need to submit my stuff for M&M beta. You mean, are you talking about
Quick
just
question. When was the
opting in?
last time you hit save?
Because the opt-in is super easy. Just like a one click. Yeah, you don't have to do anything fancy. It's just a click to opt in. You go into your account, you log in. There's no worries. You just log into your account on the website, and there's like a drop down. It's like opt in for beta. It's like top right drop down thing, I think. Ugh. This is taking some time.
You chose poorly.
I did choose poorly. Oh man. It's not doing what I wanted to do, guys. I don't have an Inquisitor. Let's make an Inquisitor. Human Inquisitor. Can't load in. Why can't I load in? Hey, Amy, what's up? I almost loaded in. So, question. What's your question, sir? Oh, shit. Look at that bad boy. Scale window. Hell yeah. It's going a little bit fast. I'll probably slow that down, but hell yeah, brother. Actually, that it has a bit of the black, but it's not too, like black background from the transparency, but it doesn't look too bad. It actually kind of helps sell the transparency of it, so maybe I'll just leave it in. I don't have to do anything.
He's having a stroke. What? I'm genius!
Let's see. About this. I will answer your question in one moment. Let me just see. Change that to 1. That's too slow. That's pretty good. We'll keep it at 2. Yeah. Tried to raid you, but it fucked up. Well, I appreciate the effort. Yeah, I got the Inquisitor symbol in. I got the Enchanter one here as well. We'll check that out. Wondering if this big dummy raided Zukan. Oh, some other dude who stole my name.
It's turbo time.
Yes, turbo time. So the question was, what got you into developing M&M? Like, what's the lore? So the lore, like my origin story, is that I was working. I was helping out with, like the Vanguard emulator. I was helping build the wiki, and I did some scripting for some quests and things. But I'm a 3D artist by trade, so I felt like my abilities were not being utilized really well on that project. I love Vanguard to death, but like they don't need a 3D artist. So eventually I got involved with like some EverQuest projects that I could do 3D artwork for. The Lantern EQ project, I was kind of tinkering with that as well. And that was pretty cool, but I was always in the back of my mind, I was a little bit worried about where it was going, because it, I wanted to segue into working in the game industry from what I was doing. The job I had at the time was not in games, and I wanted to get into games, and there was really no path to working on Lantern EQ as a full-time gig, because it's inherently working on some other companies' stuff, right? So there's no way to make money off that, not legally anyway. So it was fun, but I was always kind of worried about that. So when I heard about M&M kind of kicking off, initially I wasn't really paying too much attention, because like when a bunch of dudes on stream say, "Hey bro, let's make our own game," I don't take it too seriously off the rip, because like you don't know what kind of folks you're dealing with. And I've been on projects where I've already been down that road and it didn't work out, right? So I was like, all right, you guys have fun. But then they actually produced like some stuff, like a playable version of the game. And then I was very interested, and I started paying attention. This when Sean and Ollie and Nick were running around as capsules. So I was paying more attention at that point, and then not too long after that, they put out a call for artists, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is my chance." So I messaged Sean, you know, "Hey, I'm interested. Here's my portfolio," you know, and I was actually, I reread the image that or the message that I sent him not too long ago, and it turns out he'd actually already heard of me, because of having worked on the Lantern EQ stuff, and just kind of being, I was already immersed in like the EverQuest, like the subculture of EverQuest, of like the modding community and stuff. So he kind of already heard of me, I guess, through that, which was big ups for me. And then he asked me to make some stuff, you know, it's like a little art test kind of thing. And so I made the rat, the bat, and the snake models. And those are the same ones that are still in game right now. So and then he's like, "Oh, right on, dude." He really liked the bat. He still says the bat's one of his favorites. So that's how I got on the team. That's my story. I was just, you know, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you just obsess over that your special interest for a long time, and then, you know, oh fuck, this is amazing. Yeah, thanks, dude. It's cool. Like it's cool that I got to kind of nerd out on my shit for a long time, and then it actually kind of got me a job, you know, sort of a job, I guess. It's kind of the dream, right, man? I fucking love this. I feel like this needs something else though. This is hovering as well. I think I made the book float a little bit, maybe. Then we get lizards. Completed story. Yeah, that's how we finish the story. Cool. Well, and I don't need to do, this is already playing pretty well. I don't need to change anything right now. Book needs aura. You know what? I do feel like this is kind of missing something. Maybe there's too much light on the book. Obviously, I want to give the book has to have like stuff in the pages. I'm going to add that, of course. And maybe that's all that's missing. Maybe it'll be fine after that, but I'm just wondering if there's anything else I could do to this that would, you know, other than that, to enhance this a bit, I guess. I feel like some change in the lighting on the bottom of the boat, like it's almost too flat, and like the lighting just needs to be a little bit more interesting, I think, on the book. But that's an easy fix. Let's take a look, actually. Take a look. It's in a book. I bet if I just killed this light, that's all that I need to do. Or I just make it stronger. 500. No. I think I'm just gonna kill this light. I think that. What else is affecting this? Is this? Honestly, let's turn this down. And then take this one. Yeah, that looks better to me. It's more dynamic, you know what I mean? Okay. Save. Render. Render this. The aura for the eye is kind of a placeholder. It's like, it's not exactly how I want it to be in the end, but it's there to, you know, because there's going to be something there. I didn't want to just leave it empty. But I kind of want it to be a little bit, I couldn't figure out how to do it exactly how I wanted to do it just yet. I think the way I'm going to do it, like I was thinking about it yesterday and today, and I have a good idea of how I can achieve it. It's just going to be like a couple steps worth of doing, and I didn't want to invest the time into it just yet. Until I at least got the first draft out. So export. Let's see if this will update in live. Paste. Hey. Yeah, that looks nice. Well, I'm a lurk, everyone. See ya, Annoying Llama. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Thanks for the raid. I'm probably gonna head off to bed pretty soon here myself anyway. I just wanted to finish up some of this stuff.
Richard, what's happening?
Okay, let's say that's good. And I'm gonna swap over to a fighter, because I updated the fighter one. I just want to make sure it's still working. Yeah, I think so. I'm happy. I'm pleased with it. I think the next thing, like, I need to spend more time on the book. There's gonna be more time on the book and the aura And just making sure that the book doesn't appear as looping as it actually is would be good. The fighter one is pretty much the same. I didn't change anything really with it. Just kind of optimized its position, I guess, because it was kind of small. Oh, I'm in a secret place. You guys aren't supposed to see this. Oh, maybe I need to... Maybe it's too big now. Let me... Let's make it smaller. Or I'll just push back the shield and the weapons and stuff. Just a little bit. Alright, let's render this one. Actually, hang on. Music is kind of scary. I'll change it. That was an EverQuest 2 track. It's called The Wailing Caverns or The Wailing Caves. It's like it's a dungeon where it's spooky, so. Well, the music did its job then, didn't it, Emmy? Oh, wait. Did I adjust the... No, this doesn't have enough things. This is the wrong thing. Okay. I messed up. If you could play that workout music, maybe people will leave you alone. Maybe. Then your numbers wouldn't be so good. You guys gotta be the best in the district. Taking forever. Oh, brother. Oh, you know what I forgot to do on the enchanter one? There's a thing that hangs off of the book, or it's supposed to. I don't know. I think it kind of ruins the layout of it, though, to be honest. Let's see. If you could get an M&M tattoo, what would you get? Like, of the class icons or of anything? Anything? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I mean, I feel like the class icons yield themselves pretty well to being tattoos because they're like a symbol. But I don't know. Okay, let's see. Paste. There we go. That's nice. That's what do you call it? I kind of feel like the helmet being a little bit lower so that the weapons are more, or at least the mace is kind of more in view, might be good as well. But it's fine. I'm not gonna adjust that right now. Okay. Well, those are the last two that I hadn't done yet, so that gives us all the class icons now. Oh, you know, I kind of want to. Well, I won't do that right away, but anyway. Save this. Save. Close this. Let's get back over to the. Oh no. There we go. Let's go back to Inquisitor. And I'll take a screenshot of that for everybody. Which one is Druid? I closed the thing already, but Druid is it's got a little tree on it. I don't have it hanging around right now. I can show you. You know. I think the druid one needs, like, I feel like we could do something better with the druid one. I'm not sure if, like, oop. I don't know that the druid one is as cool, like, as, oh crap. Where's the abort button there? Oh god. Get a screenshot or a gif of this bad boy here. Gotta find the perfect pixel here. That's close enough. Alright. Camp. I think the Inquisitor one turned out really well. Even with like it doesn't have additional stuff to make it more flashy. Like there's more I can add to that to make it more flashy. But it still looks good as is. Let me see if I can log into this one. So this is the druid one. Like nothing really happens. It's just the tree and then the moon, and there's a little owl that's kind of sitting there flapping his wings, but I feel like the detail's too small to really be noticed. So I don't think it's worth having the owl there. What I was thinking about doing was maybe putting a little patch of dirt here or something, and maybe have a wolf like kind of sleeping under the tree or something. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I think it's something that we need to think about making adjustments to. Having a tree grow out. Like the tree grows over time. It needs to loop though. So it would have to grow and then ungrow to be loopable. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't have to solve it now, but I think now that I've got all of them, like the first draft, we can, like, what I would like to do is kind of talk about, are people cool with where they are? Do we want to make changes? There are some classes that have had, you know, the classes are being altered. So, like for the wizard, their icon has like a big fireball in the center, but with the class changes, they don't have access to elemental magic anymore. So that doesn't even make sense anymore for them. So I need to figure out if we need to change that. or the wizard is going to get their elemental magic back or something. I don't know. But yeah. Anyhoot, that's going to be it for me, guys, for tonight. There's a little, kind of a brief little one, little stream, just working on stuff. So I'm going to see who I can kick this over to. We'll kick it over to Derelict. He's working on some animation late at night. Yeah, let's do that. Thanks for hanging, dudes and ladies. I'll catch you next time. Hope you like the stuff. And yeah, thanks for the raids, thanks for the subs, the follows, everything. Hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you. Sorry, see you in the next one.
Well, sitting in a quiet room underneath soft white light, there's this guy named Zukan with his working careful hand. Clay code, form, fight, shaping dreams we all demand tonight. It's Zukan's goal.